It's Astrology Roasts. I think it needs to sound like a shitty intro, like a funny shitty intro.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Astrology Roast. My name's Keren and I'll be a host for you today.
And my name is Etai. In this episode, we're starting with very exciting news. So as part of my nightly routine that every night I do, which is Googling myself, Googling my ex-boyfriends, my family members,
Standard,
extended and immediate family, and a random person from primary school. I also Google Astrology Roast podcast just to see, if anyone written about us in any, important magazine or a blog or maybe a hate speech. I don't know, something.
Best up-and-coming astrology podcast for 2019/20.
Exactly. And to my great delight and surprise, I found out that there is a website that analyzes ranks of podcasts and just collects it. And we have been ranked number 282 funniest podcast in Israel.
And everyone knows that, Israel and Jewish people might be a lot of things, but they certainly are funny.
I know. And
we can talk about some of the other things that they are, of course, but they're definitely a very funny community.
Let's celebrate the victory. 282 ranked on the comedy podcasts in Israel. I think that is, what a way to start this episode.
Yeah, and I feel kind of like a tennis player. Like eventually we'll be number one like Federer, but like now we're 282. We're young, we're fresh, we're just trying to make ends meet. I'm starting to sound like a Jennifer Lopez trailer for a film, but yeah, very, very exciting news.
I would watch that film twice. And the sun is out in Melbourne, so that's always fun. Melbourne is a very moody city. You never know what you're going to get. And when the sun is out, everyone's appreciative of that.
Yeah, my grandmother has often said that Melbourne is like a woman. It doesn't know what it wants.
Yeah, it never makes up in mind.
Which indicates a lot more about her perspectives around gender than actually, the weather in Melbourne.
But she's right. Melbourne weather is unexpected, but when the sun is out, people know how to celebrate. And I work at a school. I'm a teacher, as mentioned before on the podcast, and my school is a private school. So the kids, when the sun was out, they were all doing water fights, but they were all pouring water at each other from a San Pellegrino bottles. That was really nice to watch. I was like, look at these kids celebrating the sun with San Pellegrinos being poured. Wow. I even got sprayed with some water, but I'm a cool teacher, so I didn't make a fuss.
Yeah, no big deal. I mean, they pay your salary with their
Exactly.
San Pellegrino. Wow, that's very, very exciting times we're experiencing in Melbourne. And what else, Itai, has been going on for you or with the planets?
Well, we've been speaking about Venus retrograding, and Venus is retrograding hard, and we all trying to make decisions about love and about who we should be with and who we shouldn't be with. And the new update of the software of the iPhones, they now tell you how many hours you are on your phone. And it was really confronting to discover that at one day of this week, I was on my phone for 9.5 hours out of
Holy
24.
Shit.
Yes, and I know I don't sleep, so yes, in my defense, I get more hours to be anxious on my phone than the normal person. But I think I hit rock bottom when I got a really bad wrist infection because I use my phone too much, and now I have to walk around with a wrist brace. And I kind of wish I had a better story. People give me looks and they're like, I know they want to hear, I wish I said, yes, I killed a bad guy, or
I fell off my motorbike.
Yeah, I saved someone's life, and in the process, I hurt my wrist. But I'm on my phone too much. So now during this Venus retrograde, I think I'm going to break up with my phone. I think I'm going to make this decision.
Well, you know what they say about Venus retrograde. If you do it now, it's not going to stick.
So maybe I should be more on my phone.
Exactly.
During this time.
You should get a wrist for your other hand as well.
Yes.
A whole sling.
Oh my God.
Wow. Well, I really support your decision to break up with your phone, even though because of the planets and the planetary cycles at the moment, it's not going to stick anyway. So all the best with that.
Funny you're saying the word stick, because I just ordered 200 stickers with Astrology Roasts.
I'm surprised you didn't order 282 stickers to mark our Us being the 282nd most popular podcast in Israel. Sorry to bring that up again, but
well, I just ordered 200 stickers with the Astrology Roast logo on it, and I'm not saying that as a joke. You know, I'm an Aries and I take my promises very seriously. I'm gonna ship them all around the world. Just give me your address. No money required. Once I get them and I prove them and they meet my standards, I will ship them to any Astrology Roast fan that would like to get a sticker. They're 7.5 centimeters square for the Virgos that are already planning where they're going to put them. And I will ship 2 to any destination in the world. Message me on the Instagram and you will receive one.
I can see the lights on our phones blinking. You know, people are calling in already. So, you know, don't delay. I know that people are busy with their busy lives, but there's only 200 of them. And as we've said, we are quite popular with our 5 listeners in Israel at the moment. Yes. So do get in touch if you want an exclusive limited edition. Well, not really limited edition, but
I'll order more.
An edition.
Yeah, I'll definitely order more if I need to, but something tells me I will not need to.
Oh, I don't know about that.
We'll see.
That's very exciting. I love that we're now on the precipice of getting merchandise for this humble enterprise. Very exciting.
Tote bags are coming soon. Yeah. Because the world needs more tote bags.
Wow. Okay, so that's what's kind of loosely been going on, which is really cool. Now, today we want to talk about something that's been happening even in spite of the advice that we give. So, you know, we give free and unsolicited advice about a whole range of topics which impact people's worlds, big and small. And we've said a couple of times now, Venus retrograde, perhaps not the best time to start making huge life decisions about love. Now, seems like no one's really listened to that, and a lot of people have been getting engaged.
Everyone.
The actual fudge.
Fuck. What the actual fuck? Everyone's getting engaged or married. I missed 5 weddings in Israel in the past 2 weeks that I couldn't go to.
Wow.
And we explicitly said don't do it. So, well, I guess the world is spinning while we're talking.
So we thought it would be great to reflect on engagements, weddings, what funny stories we have related to that.
Yes. So I want to say even though at my core I'm a true romantic, I've been away from dating and I don't want to, at this point in my life, I thought I don't want to get married. But maybe Venus retrograde changed something. And I just realized that I really want to get married. I looked at all my friends getting engaged and their engagement post, on an average, you get around 600 likes.
600 likes.
That's an amazing reason to get engaged. And I think also, as you know, my engagement post will be with a gay couple. And if I chuck on like a sentence about equal rights, I think I can get maybe 1,000, 1,500 likes on that.
God.
Another reason to get engaged and married is the lead up to the wedding. My Insta story game is just going to be on point. Imagine here's my shirtless boyfriend making pancakes. Sorry, not boyfriend, fiance making pancakes on a Sunday morning.
Wow.
Here's my shirtless fiance washing our car. You know, all these things. I'm Insta fame, social media fame through engagement, sign me up.
Do you think, would you get some stickers as well? Saying hashtag engage with a photo of you and your hypothetical fiance.
Yes, and hashtag 2020, which is the year we're going to get married.
Wow,
and
that's cool.
The best thing that comes after engagement and weddings, kids.
So exciting.
Why are kids good? Because kids are basically tripods with intelligence. They can just walk around me with my phone, take pictures, take videos, if I have an idea. And I know what you guys thinking. How does a 4-year-old can shoot something on the phone properly?
Oh, but they can.
They can. Kids they can learn anything, basically.
And I won't stand for that kind of attitude towards children underestimating their abilities.
Exactly. I think
of course your child can film an Insta story for you and your fiance.
Yeah, you just need to make sure that the right part of the song is on when he films. And if he doesn't do it right, then he's going to do it again until he gets it right.
You could also get a puppy and just strap an iPhone to its thing and get it to film.
I don't know. I think kids are easier because they understand language and you can just give them instruction.
Wow. So This is very exciting.
Yeah.
You've got a bit of a 5-year plan.
I'm getting married.
Yeah,
That's
you heard
basically
it here first. Very exciting. Well, look, again, with the same thing with breaking up with your phone, I support that all the way. I think that's great. I can't wait for the stickers. Now, I am not in the process of getting engaged at the moment. So, I mean, Etai, we have spoken a bit about sometimes how you ruin my game when I'm like, out and about, off the couch and like experiencing my life at a cafe or like walking in the sun, and like sometimes you're around and people assume that you are my lover, and it really shits me because like I'm trying to do my thing,
Yeah.
trying to like get the vibe on.
I'm not trying.
Give my eyeballs to people, like we've spoken about that. We came up with a bit of a method for you to yell extremely vile comments about your sex life in public places to make it very clear that you are not interested in women. You are in fact interested in men.
I know.
And soon you'll have a ring on it anyway. So
my favorite sentence to scream around waiters when they're walking around our tables and we want them to know that Keren is straight and I'm gay is just like saying randomly, his dick just wasn't big enough for me, and hopefully they'll get the hint. But yeah, it's so annoying. I actually like when people think I'm gay. I don't, it's like I want to be recognized for who I am, and I don't need to say vulgar sentences for them to know that.
But it's nice that you do, in support of my endeavors. So back to weddings and engagements. So as we've said, contrary to our advice, people seem to still be doing it. And now I've heard today first that you're also getting engaged, which is exciting. But myself being part of a somewhat semi-popular wedding duo known as Songbirds, for those of you that want to research us, we don't have stickers, but we do have a Facebook page. So I have performed at a lot of weddings for friends and for other people in the community. So I've really been able to observe that people lose their shit a bit around weddings, and it's almost like they are going through these trial and tribulations, and they're always saying how anxious they are and how stressed they are, and there's lots of crazy shadow aspects of people's personalities that pop up during the wedding season and the wedding time. So yeah, I can think of a few, but Itai, do you have any things that you've observed when friends of yours have gotten engaged or you've gone to weddings and people have lost their shit a bit?
Well, yes. I don't know how many I can disclose on this podcast, but definitely people get really, you wouldn't think that they would care so much, but then they do it and they care a lot. And I think there's something about wedding, obviously in our society, that is made to be like the best day of your life. And there's plenty of Jennifer Lopez movies, that push this agenda.
Oh, don't get me started. So it's hard to make people see reason when they're in that state. So I've had, like, for some weddings that I've played at, people have made some crazy requests for what music they'd want. So at one wedding, which was a heterosexual wedding of a friend, other people were saying, oh, let's play Same Love by Macklemore. And everyone was just smiling and laughing, going, oh, it's such a beautiful song. That bit when the girl comes in and talks about how she can't change, like it'll really like tear the house down. And I was just looking around feeling like, am I the only normal person here that thinks that perhaps, before marriage was made legal or gay marriage was made legal in Australia, maybe it's not appropriate for us to sing Macklemore singing Same Love about, gay love at a heterosexual wedding. I couldn't. And I had another friend as well who, this was at a Jewish wedding, was like wanting me and my friend to perform African, Ethiopian music, to sing it. And the friend that I play with, she struggles with English lyrics, even though English is her first language. She's just a very creative person, and she thinks that lyrics are not something that you need to stick with or learn. Oh. And I had to be straight up, like, let's not do African lyrics. We are two white Jewish women. It's perhaps not the most appropriate thing.
Weddings, they drive you crazy.
They absolutely do. I'm actually thinking as well of another rabbi at a wedding I had to perform at, and he started pointing to me and my friend going, excuse me, can you play some Andrea Bocelli for me? I want you to play some Andrea Bocelli so I can sing the blessings on that song, the one that goes, ah, and I'm like, Rabbi, like, I can't just play Andrea Bocelli right now off the cuff. Like, I'm not that experienced and it's not going to happen. And then my friend said to the rabbi, Rabbi, he said to her, I think I know you. I know that I know you. Where do I know you from? And she goes, Rabbi, You did my grandmother's funeral. And he turns around, he points his little finger and he goes, yes, she was a fine woman. What a fine woman.
Well,